Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am that girl that loves to talk absolutely anything and everything luxury and designer fashion, especially jewelry. However, I've been on quite the Louis Vuitton small leather goods kick. If you enjoy designer unboxings and reviews, then I highly suggest that you hit that subscribe button and click that little bell so that you are alerted for all of my weekly videos. And if you give this video a like, it's more likely to be weekly videos, if I'm being honest. As you have seen by the title, I need your help. I need to decide whether I am keeping or returning this new Louis Vuitton small leather goods, which I am calling a bag. I was first alerted by this bag on Instagram. I got this girl's reel, and then quickly, as the algorithm does, I got several other reels. But this woman was describing that she found the perfect concert-sized Louis Vuitton bag because, as we know, certain concert venues, either you have to have the clear bags, which there's a good option for that, I'll show you in a second, or it has to be a certain tiny microscopic size or they won't let you keep it in. And although I am not a concert goer at all, I love mini bags. And in fact, instead of bags, I often just carry around my little wallet in my back pocket like a dude. But I realized that's not the most chic, and I don't feel the most chic doing that. So when I saw this, it looked like a solution for me in that area. However, before I unbox, I did just want to show you what I think is a really good concert hack if you want a Louis Vuitton, is they have these 3 toilet bags, and they are all clear. I've really thought about getting them for travel bags because you can see what is inside. I think it's brilliant. So if you are wanting a designer solution for that, which I know is not the most practical, then I highly suggest that we look at these options. But then yes, if you're looking for a tiny microscopic bag, let me show you my beauty niece, or nice. I never know because it's Louis Vuitton and they're French. Here she is, if that gives you an indication of just how tiny. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I didn't even put her bag in the dust bag, I'm sorry. And the tags are still on because remember, you're helping me in the comments below. Do I keep or return? She's so cute. But yes, she is really the size of the palm of my hand. Let me turn cinematic mode off so you can see her. She is Bella Hadid. So there has been a rise of the cosmetic looking bag as a purse, but this is just a whole new level. But pretty much every designer has had their little turn of it this past season. I had really liked YSL's version here, but I think pretty much every designer has done it at this point. This model is fairly new from Louis Vuitton, if I'm not incorrect, but they've had the nice or niece cosmetic bags for a while, but they are more cubed, they're chunky. I'll show one right here, but this one is very skinny. So the true use for this bag is supposed to be to hold lipsticks. Let me open it up so you can see. It has a double zipper here, but if you open it up, you can imagine just some little lippies all lined up right here. Now, who would get a bag just to hold some lipsticks? I have no idea. But it is leather lined inside. Very clean, no extra pockets or anything. No extra pockets on the back, it's very minimal. One thing I do want to point out before you buy this for a little handbag situation is that the top is going to be that leather that does patina. So, you know, with your oils on your hand, you're constantly holding it with the top handle, then, you know, it is going to get darker and maybe a little, you know, non-proportionate. It may get darker in the middle just because that's where you're touching it. But again, of course, you can hold a top handle, you can grasp it like a clutch, but I want to know if this is truly ridiculous. Now, here are my pros. Obviously, it is going to hold my wallet. So if I was going to carry this anyway, and often I hold it on the table, you know, I can put it in here and have it on the table, and it's not much different, but at least everything is enclosed, if you know what I mean. Looks a little more put together. It's perhaps a little safer as long as I just don't forget to grab this with me, because obviously this can't be slipped in my pocket, while I do often slip my little card holder in my pocket. So as you can see, once I put my card holder in there, there's not much room for anything else. I guess you could probably stick a little chapstick in there, a little cash. That's probably about it. And it's cute. So, you know, there's the pros. Now I guess we gotta go on to cons. Oh wait, actually I have not even mentioned the price yet. Okay, now I know we're not working with much here, But the price of this, if you do value it as a handbag or a small leather good, it is $895 USD. So again, if you view this as a mini bag, then it's a Louis Vuitton mini bag for under $900. The cons, in my opinion, are that obviously it can't fit your phone. So if that's going to be an issue for you, I wouldn't go towards this. For me personally, that's not an issue because I find that every time I put my phone in my bag, sadly, I just end up taking it out a million times. I would just rather have everything zipped up in here and then my phone separate, but that's just me. Second, obviously you can't have it crossbody or anything, so you do always have to consciously be remembering to pick this up anytime you go anywhere, because I could see how it's easy to leave. I am very scatterbrained in that way, so just fair warning there. And then the last one, again, is just going to be subjective, but I don't love the patina look, and I just don't know how you're going to shield yourself from that, because typically to combat that, you would have a little twilly or something around it. That way you're not having your oils on here. It's just so tiny that I don't know how you're gonna do that. You just have to find like a really tiny handkerchief. Those are my initial thoughts. I have been sitting on this for about a week now. I'm leaning more towards keeping it just because I love the look. I love the artistry of it. It's very intricate for such a tiny piece. I think the price point is really good. And like I said, I don't really mind mini bags, and I want to kind of cover up my card holder. If you are also loving this bag, so it does come in the monogram, but then it also comes in 3 epi leather versions, which are so delicious. So I think the whole point, like I said, is to, be geared towards lipsticks. So the 3 epi leather options do look like lipstick colors. It's like 2 reds and a pink. I'll flash them here. I think they're very adorable. And I was shocked because I've seen tons of reels of girlies getting these, and I was able to place it in my bag and order it online. It wasn't sold out yet. So while we have her out, I thought I would get out some of my other mini bags from Louis Vuitton and we can compare them. So this would be the most obvious and easy compare. This is the iconic Louis Vuitton mini pochette. So they are extremely comparable in size. I don't know, honestly, because what you get in the height here, you kind of get in the depth in this bag. Yeah, because I think the pochette is just a tiny bit skinnier. The pro with the mini pochette though is that you can turn this into a crossbody bag. I'll link my video above to show you how you can do that. This one, you'd have to get real creative, like maybe put a twilly or a handkerchief on this side and tie it, and then tie it on the other end. But yeah, they're very comparable in size. Yeah. This is my mini moon bag, which I have never seen a real one in the wild. I will say that. I think these are very underrated. They were under $2,000 when they released. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I thought they were going to be really hot, and then I just never saw them. But this one is much bigger, but it does have to be in the crook of your arm. But you can see that it would definitely fit in it. You can fit a phone in the mini moon bag. If you've never seen this and you're in love with it, I would highly suggest looking in the secondhand market for one of these bad girls. And then honestly, due to the top handle situation, I know this isn't a mini bag, but it really reminded me of this bag that I thrifted. This is vintage, and I'm not even going to try and butcher the name, but I'll put it up here. And I actually looked up what that meant in French, and it is actually the last name of a lawyer who was famous, a French lawyer, who defended Louis XVI, if my research is correct, which makes so much sense to me because the first time I saw this, I was like, oh, this looks like a lawyer briefcase. I bought this because I love it, but I have not used it once. So actually, in me purchasing this one, it made me think, do I let this one go? It's on probation, I'll tell you that. I know, it's just kind of funny, it's this lawyer bag. Anyway, yeah, I'm just not a big bag person. But anyway, yes, like I said, I need your help. By the time you see this video, I'll probably have like 15 days to decide, and I will give you an update on the next vlog, perhaps. Let me know, is this ridiculous or is it useful, cute? Things don't always have to be useful to keep them, right? We just have to love them. And I'm still deciding, but I think I love her. As always, thank you so much for letting me share my hobby of buying and thrifting designer items. And hopefully sometimes I put you on some cute little things too. If you like videos like these, I would really appreciate you subscribing and pressing that like button, maybe even the hype if you have that option, just so I have motivation to create more videos like this and be more consistent, because I'm really trying to be more consistent for you guys. Until the next find, ta-ta for now.